Hey everyone, this is Pete. Welcome back to Sunday Driving and our playthrough of Split Second on the Xbox 360. So for those unfamiliar, if you've not watched the last couple of episodes, this is a racing game put out by BlackRock Studios and published by Disney. And it's one of my favourite racing games of all time. It's themed around the idea of competing in a TV show. A particularly spectacular American-style TV show of the kind that kind of really got popular in the early 2010s and still popular since. If you imagine something like Hell's Kitchen, only with cars and large explosions, then you're pretty much there. So, today's episode is episode number 3. It is called Big Rig Boom, and it will introduce another new event to us. Let's begin.
Coming up on Split Second, how long can the driver survive against these articulated aggressors?
Okay, so this time around, we've got a race. We've got a survival mission. That's the new type of race we've got in this one that involves the large trucks. Got another race. We've got a detonator race, which is sort of the elimination race where you have to stay out of last place. Bonus race, we need to wreck 20 rivals. We've actually earned enough credits in the first 3 episodes to go straight to the elite race if we want to, but we're not going to do that. We're going to play through all the other ones just for the sake of completion. So let's begin with the airplane graveyard race. Now, what cars have we got available to us now? Don't want anything too drifty, because I've decided I'm not a huge fan of the drifty cars. Class C is still our best one, so I think I'll stick with that Hanzo one, because we were doing quite nicely with that last time around. So, let's go for that one. And prepare to race. Alright, so, as a reminder, racing is pretty straightforward. The main addition to the formula that Split Second adds is this idea of power plays, where you build up power by doing the usual sorts of things you do in burnout-style races, drifting, drafting, all that sort of thing. And when an icon appears above an opponent's head, you hit a button and something blows up, and hopefully takes them with it. Meanwhile, they're all trying to do the same thing to you. Much like that. Triple wreck. Lovely. Oh, they're all taking a shortcut. I'll just go this way. It's fine. Probably won't lose much time. No. Well, it serves you all right. I got all of them. That's amazing. This is why getting an early lead in Split Second isn't necessarily desirable, because something like that can happen to you at very short notice. This is a lovely looking game. I know some people got a bit sniffy about it only running at 30 frames a second, but as I think I mentioned in a previous episode, I think that kind of adds to the cinematic feel that they're going for. Because remember, the whole concept of this is that it's supposed... Oh! That was unpleasant. Anyway, yeah, the whole concept of this is that it's supposed to be a TV show. And so, TV shows don't tend to run at 60 frames a second. I'm sure there are exceptions, but... yeah, it's in keeping with the cinematic feel. It's... kind of that old argument that Naughty Dog had when they did The Last of Us remaster a while back. It's like, do you force 60 frames a second on people who don't want it? Or do you do the same with 30 frames a second? Or do you provide the option? They ended up providing the option, if I remember correctly. But I think it's a... Oh, no! Ooh. That was close. I think it's a perfectly valid stylistic choice for them to want to stick to a particular frame rate. And the common argument for 60 frames a second in games like this is that it makes them more responsive. Which is probably true, but I've never really had a problem with the controls in this game. And it's perfectly responsive. Plays nicely. I can't complain. So, regular commenter and deep-voiced magnificent bastard Puppy Gaming brought up a good comment the other week, which was I was quite harsh on the PC version of this a while back, and I just want to correct myself a little bit there. The PC version runs perfectly fine and looks fine. It's just that there are some niggling little issues with it that might affect your enjoyment of it. Like, probably the biggest one from me was the inconsistent way it handles controls. So it handles gamepads absolutely fine during the races, but for some inexplicable reason you can't use them in the menus. And so you have to sort of clumsily navigate through them with the keyboard in the menus before switching back to gamepad for the actual races. And in terms of the presentation, it looks fine, the graphics are fine. It still runs at 30 frames a second, so those of you expecting the usual sort of superior performance on PC, you're not going to get that. So if it's the only way that you can play Split Second and you do find yourself wanting to give it a go, then the PC version is perfectly acceptable. It's just not as good as the console ones. A sloppy port. And that was a sloppy race. I'm going to have to try that again, I'm afraid. Yeah, let's do that again. As we can do much better than that. Try and make some better use of those shortcuts. Save those power plays for that, because there's one right here at the start, which is worth taking. And that one in the sort of canyon bit, it seems like a particularly good one. So we try and save some power to unlock those. Yeah, so if we resist the temptation here... Oh, someone's already opened it for us. That's nice. And we can just sneak out through there. Blow them up in the meantime. We can still get him with the bridge. Oh, and get myself with it this time as well. Well, that could have been better, couldn't it? Only third though. Could be worse. Could be worse. Oh, I say that, not really being able to see. Oh. Oh! So I guess this is the point in the game where it starts getting noticeably harder, huh? You overtake me. Unacceptable. Yeah. Oh, I'm first. Excellent. Always a nice surprise when that happens. Shortcut? Yes, please. Whee! Yeah, that's a lovely one. Whee! Yeah, so in terms of difficulty, as well as the overall aggressiveness of your opponents increasing as you go through, the actual tracks that you're taking on are a bit more difficult as well. You can see sort of the challenge in this one is because there's quite a lot of wide open spaces around the place. It's you need to keep a careful eye on the road to make sure you're just simply going the right way. Come on, give me something to blow him up with. Come on. Die! Oh, I missed. Oh, no. Aftershock kill. Always satisfying. Oh, rubbish. No. Don't come past me. This is my lead. Die! Or not. I'm going to take that corner far too recklessly and lose time. Die! Please die. Please die. Oh, resisting. Oh no, too hard. Oh. He must have fucked that up as well. That's more like it. Whew. Sweaty palms. Oh, qualify for the bonus event already. That's a lot of wrecks in 2 races. And a new car. Very nice. But is it any good? That's the question. Right, onward. So our next event is the new one, which is the survival. So quite drifty. Could do with a strong one for this one, couldn't I? Let's go with a bandit, because that's not too drifty, but it's strong. Probably a good idea for this event. Alright, so as I said, survival is a new kind of event that we haven't seen yet. In this case, there's pass as many split-second rigs as you can. Rigs drop explosive barrels, hitting red barrels wrecks you. Passing rigs also adds bonus seconds to your timer. Get an overtake streak to add to your score multiplier, and when time runs out, it's sudden death. So we need to beat 100,400 points. Let's hope this goes a little bit smoother than the air raid one we had last time. Alright, so those blue barrels they're throwing, they just knock you off course a bit. Whereas the red ones will wreck you. Much like that. And then those cars are just there to get in the way. So you basically need to keep an eye on the patterns that they're throwing out those barrels. Because thankfully most of the barrels they drop are just those blue ones. And the reds only come 1 or 2 at a time. At least this is a reasonably straightforward course to get started in this type of event because it's nice and wide. So there's plenty of space to maneuver. Bugger. I'm going quite nice until that point. Oh no. It's all over. Third? Well. Better than nothing. We will give that another go, though. But certainly in these early races, it's in your... well, no. It's not necessarily in your interest to try and get gold in everything unless you're an absolute perfectionist, but it's quite fun to push yourself a little harder. It means you unlock stuff a bit quicker. And, yeah, if you really want to plough through the game and get through the elite races as soon as you can, then yeah, I suppose you can do that. I just find it quite nice to not have to go back and redo too much stuff later on. Alright, so we're ready for this time. Dodge the red ones. Get a nice overtake combo going. Ooh! Oh, thought I got away with that, but I did not. There goes our combo. Oh no! Right, come on, we can do this. I like that it doesn't immediately end when the timer runs out. You get that sudden death. Although, I have just noticed that upon sudden death beginning, all of the barrels they drop are red. Not good. Right, we can do this. We can do this. Now, as I mentioned before, this came out around the same time as Bizarre Creations Blur. I found it quite entertaining that both of those games had a track very much like this. This sort of, I don't know what they're called really, drainage tunnels or whatever they are. Something I associate very much with LA. It's not really a sort of geographical feature we have a lot here in the UK. But I know it's quite popularly depicted as part of LA, especially in games. So like, there's quite a substantial network of these in GTA 5 and that kind of thing. Alright, doing pretty nicely on the score at the minute. Let's see if we can keep that combo going. Oh, we're in first place, so we've won. Oh. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. Images of us sitting here all day. But no. We shall continue on to our next event, which is a straightforward race at Port Bridge. Let's go back to our Hanzo Indus V8R. My cat is asleep in a cardboard box next to me. She's been in there for a good couple of hours now. Like, we buy our beds, we put our nice cushions and blankets and things around the place, and no. She wants the cardboard box that the Atari 1050 disk drive that I ordered off eBay the other week came in. Because the bubble wrap's quite comfortable, apparently. Oh, to be so easily pleased. Just about to say we're not seeing many power plays just yet, but here they come. Not hitting anyone with them though. Disappointing. Oh, too hard. Oh, wasn't a wreck, but almost as bad. Possibly worse, because at least when you wreck, you pretty much get back underway immediately. Whereas there, we'd ground to a complete stop. Ow! Yeah, so you can see that when you recover from a wreck, you're actually in motion already when you come back. Alright, 3 laps this time around, because it's quite a short course for once. Just need to get the ones in front in sight. There they are. Oh dear. This is not going terribly well. Still, at least the people behind me are putting up a fight as well, and that's actually helping me out a bit. Come on. Oof. Worried we were going to be just too late for that. Alright, final lap. We got this. Why won't you blow up? Fine. I shall charge off your ass fumes. He's not having it, is he? Kaboom! No! Oh. That was not as intended. It wrecked someone with the shortcut though, that's always satisfying. 4th? No, no, no. Terrible. Not good enough. Again, if you please. Alright, just tweaking it around those corners without losing too much speed. Although drifting builds up your boost quite nicely, I don't like to do it too much because you do lose a lot of speed and it's quite hard to recover from in some of these cars. Alright, this is a race where getting out in front as soon as possible clearly would be quite beneficial. Alright! Oh. I think that digger swinging its thing across the track is one of the scariest things in this game. Just because, imagine that happening in real life. It would be terrifying. I mean, I know a helicopter dropping a barrel on you that then explodes would also be terrifying, but like a gigantic piece of construction machinery just swinging its thing across the road. Yeah, where did you come from? Get out of here. Yeah, one thing you have to kind of get used to in this game is that you've got no rear view mirror, so you can't see when people are coming up behind you and they're going to try and overtake you. So the sound is quite good though. You need to sort of really listen out for the engine notes of people coming up behind you. And if you're playing on headphones, oh no! If you're playing headphones as I am at the minute, then you can get a real sense of where they are with the stereo. So. Really need to try and save some power there for that shortcut, because that's a really good shortcut. Save you having to go around these corners. There's not a huge amount in it in terms of distance, but not having to slow down and take that corner is very beneficial. Oh, someone switched routes, eh? There goes the bridge. Yep. So that's a level 2 power play in action, one of the ones that shifts the route of the race. And you then have a whole new bit of track to worry about. Alright, come on, we can catch whoever this is. Yeah, he says. Maybe I can catch whoever this is. Don't swing the thing. Do the shortcut. You gonna do the shortcut? No. No, you're not. Oh, if only I'd saved some power like I said I should. Oh, no! It's a better result. Not a perfect result, but better. I reckon we can nail that this time now. I think I'm probably not even going to waste power plays on those later explosives that don't seem to do very much. I'm going to try and save them for the very shortcut, because there's a few on this track. And they're quite helpful ones, so let's try focusing on that this time around rather than specifically trying to take people out. I'm sure I'm going to ignore my own advice and get trigger happy as soon as I see one of those little icons. It's like a reflex after a while. You see the blue icon, you press A. Right, I'm going to resist. I'm going to resist. Absolutely going to resist. I really am going to resist. Shortcut. Shortcut. Ah, someone's already got it. So, yes. And no one used it. You bunch of fucking idiots. Right. That leaves me with a lovely full power bar that I can have a bit of fun with. Hooray! What's that? Level 2 power play? Yeah, why not? I didn't reckon, but it did slow him down a bit. Right, let's concentrate. Get at least one level ready for that shortcut. And we're in... No, no! That's my own fault for even thinking. Oh, I'm in the lead now. It'll be fine. Right. You bunch of bastards. Yeah. Eat it. Too early. Bad luck. Not this time. Oh no. That was unacceptable. That was also unacceptable. That clearly hit you. Double wreck. That's more like it. And I've got a power bar for the shortcut. Excellent. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you for not doing it. Oh, don't let that screw me up, please. That's the outrun death. Ah, victory. Sweet victory at last. Oh, right. So, what do we got next? I think it's an elimination one, isn't it? So, yes. Or detonator, I should say. Oh, we've got to use a specific car for this one. Fair enough. You are on. Right. Oh, I beg your pardon. Detonator is not the elimination one at all. It's driving a lap against the clock. So it's a time trial, basically. You don't have any power plays of your own. You just have to dodge the ones that set off automatically in front of you. So it is a straightforward time trial. We need to beat 1 minute 54. This car sounds like a toy. It's ridiculous. Possibly a lawnmower. There's the bridge. I'm ready for that one now. One game this game does bring back some fond memories of that not a lot of people seem to remember. Oh god, is a game called Speed Devils on Dreamcast. This was I think it was Ubisoft who published that one. It was a game that didn't have an amazing critical reception or anything. I can't remember why I picked it up in the first place. I think I just wanted a racing game, and this one sounded quite cool. But the interesting thing in that one is that there were sort of normal versions of the courses, and then there were disaster versions of the courses where all sorts of explosive and weird things were happening. So, for example, the first race was set in Hollywood, and you were racing around like a film backlot and stuff. And the disaster variant of that, there were all sorts of special effects going on all over the place, like there was a Godzilla-type monster stomping around all over the place, or explosions. There was a later race in the swamps where there was a whirlwind that you had to avoid. Yeah, a lot of fun. One I'm going to have to pick up for my Dreamcast at some point. My Dreamcast is being underutilized at the minute. I need to correct that at some point. Second place. Not bad for a first attempt. Let's give it another go. Let's save 5 seconds. We can do that. More driving, less reminiscing, I think is the key. But yeah, Speed Devils, that was cool. It was quite fun multiplayer, as I recall. There was a split screen mode. Bridge. You don't scare me, bridge. Explodey wall. Explodey wall. Oh, I should probably sneak through there, shouldn't I? That's looks like a slight shortcut. This car doesn't feel very fast, it's the only thing. Like, it's making it quite hard to determine exactly how I could get around this course any faster. Oh, well. Let's keep going and see how we get on. Ah, damn it. Missed again. Was that quicker? I didn't see. It was a little bit quicker. Let's see if we can shave off an extra couple of seconds by taking that shortcut. I just need to remember where that shortcut is now, of course. Alright, come on. Okay, so this is all good. This is all fine. That one doesn't open, otherwise that would be a lovely shortcut. What we need to watch out for is that sort of, it's like that petrol station, isn't it? Under the bridge on the right-hand side. Keep left for explodey wall. Fun times. Yep. And then I think it's just around here, isn't it? Maybe. Yeah, there it is. So if we go through here instead... Oh, no! Oh. That was lucky. Oh! No, I'm not standing for that. Start again. Right. Key thing is do not panic when petrol station explodes around you. Bumpy, bumpy ride. Alright, exploded collapsy bridge coming up. Exploded wall coming up. I'm clipping a lot of walls. Hope that isn't costing me too much time. Alright. Now, do not panic. Do not panic. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Don't get hit by the big fat ball. There we go. And around that. And yes. Mad skills. Super pro elite split second driving. I'm still going to get second. No! Fuck! Especially if that happens. No. Bollocks to that. I'm in the zone now. %, absolutely, totally in the zone. I laugh in your face, collapsy bridge. Alright. That was a fairly smooth run so far. So, I have to not fuck this bit up. So that goes kaboom, and it's not really a problem. That's gonna go swingy swingy across. That's gonna go boomy boomy boom. Right, all good. Now, you're going to go whoop across, and I'm going to avoid you. Just. Alright, keep left to keep out of the way of that one. Nose cone there is not really a problem to avoid, he says, almost drifting right into it. Oh, we're not going to do it. Some sloppy driving towards the end there. Right, one more try, then we'll move on. Asterisk, I reserve the right to restart if this goes badly from the beginning. Okay. Alright, all fine so far. I think we'd nailed that beginning bit. Alright, avoid that. Avoid that. Alright, then keeping right for this one. Yeah, that seems to be the best approach there. Right, need to not get too complacent in this last bit here. So I think that was my problem. I thought, oh, this bit's easy. And then got incredibly sloppy going around the corner. Yeah, especially once that happened. Oh no! So close! So close! I know I said one more try, but I mean, did you see how close that was? Oh, how depressing. Less than a second in it. Come on. One more. One more. One more. Oh dear. Reminds me of my dear old friend Matt. No, mate. No more. No more. One more. One more. I'll leave it to your imagination to determine what he was mulling over, whether he wanted no more, mate, or one more of. Right, I think we've got a pattern sorted. So we go under the right for that one. Keep left for this one. Try and take this corner vaguely neatly. Clip all of the walls. Keep left for this one. Then immediately right to avoid that. And around the corner to the right very tightly. And stay right for the digger on the corner. And then cut across if we can. Might have lost some speed there. Oh no! Oh, this isn't fair. Alright, I'm actually determined to do this now. This is absolutely, positively, totally, definitely doable. Right. Let's have a perfect run. Come on. That does not feel perfect, but well, only one way to find out. It's the only trouble with the minimalist HUD in this is without a speedometer you can't really judge how much speed you're losing from a collision or a drift. You just have to do it visually. Alright, well that was handled better. Keep left for that. Right for this. Yeah, no big old drift in that one. Try not to do too much of a big drift here either. He says doing a massive drift. Oh dear. You know the worst thing is after this... Oh dear. I'm not supposed to be out here. No, no. Out of bounds! Right. Perfect run coming up. Okay. No unnecessary drifting. Oh, that was unnecessary. All right. Cool, calm, collected, under control, perfectly in control of the situation. Alright, this one's the bugger. Because you seem just... Oh, just don't let go of the accelerator, that makes it much easier. Right. Okay. Not too bad. And around here nicely. Bit of a drift, but that's okay, because that's quite a tight one. Don't get hit by the thing. Don't get hit by this. Don't fuck up this corner. 3, come on! Yes! Ooh. Ooh. Fuck for that. Yeah, as I was saying, the worst thing about this is that next up we've got one of those bloody helicopter missions. I hope isn't going to be too horrendous. Right, continue. Only 2 more to go, and then I shall release you from your suffering. Sure, let's give the new one a go. Right, so for those who didn't see the last time we did this, in this mission there is a helicopter flying around shooting missiles at you, and you need to, you know, not die. And you score points for each wave of missiles you successfully avoid. And avoiding 3 in a row without dying increases your score multiplier. Also, you score more points for a wave if you don't get clipped by any of the explosions. Oh, this car's a little bit slidey for my liking. It's fast, though. Maybe it's just that it's faster that's throwing me off a bit. Especially after driving that truck, which is... Yeah, that truck is a beast in terms of handling... explosions and that sort of thing, but it's not very quick. As I suspect, this thing is going to be the opposite. Going to crumple as soon as it so much as looks at an explosion. Whoop! That was a little bit close for my liking. Oof. I forgot to check what the actual top score was for this before we started. I didn't mean to do that, but well, we're in 4th so far. Now into 3rd. Into 2nd. Maybe one more wave will do it. We haven't wrecked at all yet, so we've still got 3 lives. Oh no. 35,000 we need. Oh no! Oh dear. Might be a bit more of a struggle from here. You want to keep that combo going because that multiplier is so helpful. Although as you go further, each wave does involve more missiles at once, and that means higher scores per wave, so it's not the absolute end of the world if you lose it, as long as you don't lose all your lives too early. And this track isn't actually too horrendously narrow or anything, so it actually feels a little bit easier to avoid them than that first one we did. Which, oh dear, which is absolutely fine by me. Control, what is it? I need 1,270 more points. Eminently attainable. There it is. Well, that was painless, thankfully. And so we come to the grand finale for this episode, the Elite Race. Get a new Hanzo car in 150 credits. If that's going to be a similar kind of model to what we've got already. So, on to the Elite Race, which is basically the boss race for the episode. So, tough opponents, dramatic music. I get all excited. Let's see how we do. Okay. Finish 3rd or higher to qualify for the next episode. I'm ready. Oh, it's nice to finally be in control of the explosions again. Now this car is drifty, but it's not too bad to regain control from the feel of things, so yeah, this could be a good choice. Especially for races that demand a bit of speed. See how much more aggressive these drivers are in these races, though. Oh no! Oof. Right. That was a pretty intense first lap. Let's try and take the lead on this one. Yeah, boy. Oh, I didn't quite take first. Did get into second, though. 7 seconds ahead. God. Can't even see first place. There he is. Get him. Missed. That's Vixen. Get her. I do apologise. Cannot catch up. Oh, I just missed. Oh! Keep just missing opportunities to take her out there. We are gaining. Oh no! Don't you dare! Absolute penis. Second's not bad, but it's not good enough. Right, technically we have unlocked the next episode. Which will be Sunset Fire.
Next time on Split Second.
You know what, I think we might be at the point where we need better cars in order to perfect every race. And so I'm going to call that a day there. I'm going to be happy with our second place result. And we'll pick up from the next episode next time. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please help out the channel by leaving a like or a comment and subscribing. Be sure to check out moegamer.net for new articles on Japanese and Japanese-inspired video games, new and old, every weekday. Every month, Moegamer features an in-depth exploration of an individual game or series as its cover game, so be sure to check the archives to see if your favourite has had a deep dive yet. If you'd like to support the site directly, please consider becoming a patron or buy me a coffee. You can find links to do both down in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.